Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe button because I would appreciate that as well, and it helps out my channel tremendously. Well, you have to take the good with the bad when it comes with Microsoft consoles. We knew that there would be some negatives surrounding Xbox Scorpio, and I actually pointed out what those negatives would be before we even got the reveal, and I thought it was a little bit odd that Microsoft went with Digital Foundry as the reveal place, but then again, I thought it was genius too, because you're going to have a tech place actually break these things down and talk about it in a way that everybody can understand, instead of a place like GameSpot or IGN where they just wouldn't understand it to begin with. And even looking at some of the reactions, you see like Ryan from IGN say, well, he's not super pumped until he sees games on it, blah blah blah, this kind of thing. So you're going to get that a lot. But it was interesting because after the reveal, I was looking around on the internet, and there was like a horrible Kotaku piece on it that just was going in and saying some really negative things, that Microsoft or that Xbox still doesn't get it. Polygon went in against the whole game thing as well. One of the things, the most egregious things that I saw though, was I was watching a little, like, I think 10 or 11, 12 minute little podcast from Game Informer, and they were like, there was 3 of them in there, and one of the guys is a PC guy, and and they just all looked angry the whole time. They're like, well, it's an answer to a problem I didn't think Microsoft even had. Nobody was complaining about the power of the Xbox One to begin with. And I just thought that that was completely funny, and I thought that that was completely typical of this generation so far, because they would actually forget that everybody complained about the power in that thing. The worst part is that this is another setup of people that completely are ignorant to the fact that Microsoft has released 5 big games in the last 6 months and have some pretty big games scheduled for the rest of the year. Obviously, we're going to get a Forza 7, Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, you know what I mean, State of Decay 2. These are pretty big games, and even if you don't consider them big games, like known games, I mean, how known was Horizon Zero Dawn? That's my point, right? Like, anybody that's kind of bragging about Sony's lineup, how many of those games are actually doing well? How many are going mainstream? How many people really care about any of them? Now all of a sudden it's like this exclusive chatter talk, and they called the Xbox lineup embarrassing this year, and I thought that's really harsh and kind of ignorant on their part, because Microsoft has been putting out exclusives this whole generation right from the beginning, and nobody called the PS4 lineup embarrassing, even when their own CEO or whatever comes out and says, hey, we have a sparse lineup. You know what I mean? They've actually said that multiple times, and so I thought that was a little bit funny. And then just going into the Kotaku article, I thought it was weird, because it's like, no PC gamer is going to be attracted to the Xbox Scorpio, blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, I don't think that's right either, because let's say they get this Scorpio out for $399. I think that's going to be very attractive to a PC gamer. Looking into it, Ultra 4K Blu-ray player for a PC is at least $200. There's HDR on Xbox One. It comes with a controller. You know what I mean? I think that there's huge advantages. In native 4K at $399, even if it's $499, still, you're not going to be able to do that on PC for that price with a 4K Blu-ray player and HDR, all that kind of stuff. It's really attractive, and it's going to be a really attractive price point. And then just looking at the Polygon thing, it's like the whole games thing. Like, when people say that, I scratch my head and I'm going, games, huh? If this thing comes out in November, then, and we have what, Destiny 2, Call of Duty World War 2, Battlefront 2, Red Dead 2, Assassin's Creed, not to mention Crackdown, Forza, Sea of Thieves. So there's your games, folks. It's called every multi-platform game running at 4K on your console. It's called the exclusives that I just mentioned. It's called the patches to updates to games that maybe you didn't play. Maybe you were like, a little bit not so sold on Recore, but now that it's going to be native 4K, 60 frames per second, maybe you'll pick it up, because a lot of the problems that people seem to have with that game are going to be fixed. So I think the media hate really needs to stop. I get that some of these outlets are kind of pissy because the Xbox Scorpio reveal, they didn't get it. But again, when they're so ignorant to the facts, as these people are, you can understand why they didn't get it completely. So anyway, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Sound off in the comment section. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit me up on Twitter at @the_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH Crapgamer. And as always, thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.